Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I'm Renee. Thanks for clicking on the video. I appreciate you being here. It's been a while since I've worn some makeup because I've been sick and I'm finally better. Today's my first day going back to work and I thought I'd use the Scooby-Doo Ruh-Roh Raggy palette. I got this from Janet. So if you want to see me use this palette, then stick around. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I did all my skincare this morning and I used my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas. I'm going to need to order another one of those because I really like them. I still got quite a bit in here though, so, and you just need a little bit, so this will last a while, but I would like to have a backup. But I really like that eye primer. Anyways, let's look at the inside of the palette. There's the little mirror in there, and then that's the color story. And since I'm wearing a blue shirt, I thought I would use kind of like a blue palette. There's a little green in there too, but I'm going to go with the blue today, and hopefully I can tone it down so it's not too bad. So anyways, I got up for work. Well, last week on... What's today? Today is the Monday the 11th. So last week on Monday, I kind of started getting a little bit of a scratchy throat. More towards the latter part of the day. I didn't really think anything of it because the weather's kind of been like funky, you know, changing a little bit. And whenever the weather changes, I tend to get like allergies. I don't really know if they're allergies, but they kind of like I get a watery eyes and a runny nose and a scratchy throat and just allergies, you know. I don't know what color to start with. I think I'll go in with this shade right here. Yeah, I think I'll use that one because it's kind of like a blue-green, I think is that one. So yeah, we'll go with that shade right there. I don't know if this has shade names. Nope, doesn't have shade names. But anyways, I just thought it was allergies. And then the next day, Tuesday, I got up and I was talking to my friend in the morning on the phone, and I was like, man, I'm not feeling very well. But I got up, got ready, went to work, and all day long, I was just like, I really don't feel good. I just don't feel good. And I told my senior manager, I said, you know, if I'm still feeling like this, I'm going to go to urgent care and I'll probably call in tomorrow. Because I just wasn't feeling well. Like I was feeling really just worn out, you know what I mean? And my throat was hurting and I had a headache and my body was starting to ache. And I was just like, I just don't feel good, you know? So after work...
Mom, where do you work today?
Tacoma.
Can you get me wings?
Okay. So I went to urgent care when I got off work. Because, like, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't anything serious, you know? And maybe I could get some medicine to help me feel better, you know? Because I wasn't sure. Do I take allergy medicine? Do I take cold medicine? You know what I mean? So, anyways, I get in there and I see the doctor. And they had tested me for COVID. And when the doctor came in, he was like, I don't think that you have the flu because you're not presenting like you have the flu. And he's like, I don't think you have COVID either. So I was like, all right, even though they tested me, but he gave me a couple days off anyway because I told him, I said, I'm just not, I just don't feel good. And so I come home, I took a shower, and I basically just slept. And I got myself some orange juice, And I made myself cup of noodles with crackers, because cup of noodles, I always like to have cup of noodles when I'm not feeling good, because it just, I don't know. There's something about cup of noodles that I like when I'm sick, and crackers. So the next day, and I had gotten a prescription for medication the doctor had given me, but when I had gone to the Walgreens, and Walgreens didn't have it ready, and then I sat there for a while. Well, they had said it was going to be like an hour. So I come home and I'm waiting, nothing, and then I get a text message, because they will text message me about my prescription, and it said that one was delayed and being worked on, and the other one was basically out of stock. So I'm like, wow, okay. So I can't get anything to make me feel better. So that sucks. But anyways, later on in the day, on Wednesday, I get a call from the urgent care to tell me that I tested positive. I was not expecting that at all. So they said, you got to quarantine for 5 days. And they called me in a prescription for Paxlovid, which is supposed to, if you take it close enough to the beginning of showing symptoms, it helps with your symptoms. So they called me in that, which the doctor had told me if I did test positive, that he would send in a prescription for that, because I was a good candidate. If you have any kind of kidney issues or anything, you can't take it. So took till Thursday to get that. And they didn't have it in stock, but I called the pharmacy and I said, look, what am I supposed to do? I need this medication. So, anyways, I was able to get the medication, but I had to get a note and send it into my work, because they want you to quarantine for 5 days. And then if you still have a cough, like I can go back to work, but if I still have a cough, I don't have to wear a mask, but you should wear a mask if you're still coughing. But I shouldn't be contagious anymore. And I'm only allowed one doctor's note every 90 days, every 3 months. You can get a doctor's note for sickness or whatever. So, and I got a doctor's note for like the 1 day or the 2 days I was going to be absent. And my senior manager was like, are you sure you want to use your note for 1 day or 2 days? And I was like, well, I don't want to get any points. I'm going to go in with that like green shade, and I'm just going to kind of tap it around the edges. But anyways, it turned out to be more days anyway. The only thing I was nervous about was I had turned in the one note, but now I had to get another note. So I was like, well, are they going to take the second note? Because you're only supposed to get one note every 3 months. You know what I mean? That will excuse absences. So I was nervous about that, but I think they took it, because it's not like it was a different note. They just added days to it because of my results. You know what I mean? And then it's so funny. People were like, is that still a thing? And did people think that COVID just went away? That it was like it's never gonna go away. Like, it's here to stay. You might not hear about it in the media like you did when it first happened. You know what I mean? When it first became like this big thing. Of course it was all over the place. But now it's been a while, but it's still a thing. which kind of makes me nervous, you know what I mean? Because somebody might get sick and they don't think it's a thing, so they don't get tested for it, but they still go out in public, you know what I mean? And it is contagious, especially when you first get it and you've got a cough and everything like that, and you're just going to go willy-nilly into stores and spread it around because you don't think it's a thing. You know what I mean? Or you're not even going to know that you ever had it. You're just going to think that you were sick because you never got tested for it. You know what I mean? I'm sick. I'm just going to stay home. But you still, you know what I'm saying? Like, people still go to the stores and stuff like that to buy medicine and stuff if they're not feeling well. But it is still a thing, just in case you didn't think it was. And if you're sick, you should probably, like, if you're not feeling well, you should probably get tested for it, just in case, so that you don't infect other people, especially if there's people out there that are, like, high risk. You know what I mean? Like, if they have any kind of asthma or lung issues, you know, you don't want to spread it around. So just keep that in mind. COVID is still a thing. There was actually the nurse that called me and told me that I had tested positive, actually said there were quite a few cases that day. Quite a few people that had come back positive. So it is still a thing. It is around quite a bit, and you should still be careful and mindful of that when you're not feeling well, because it might not affect everybody. I mean, I think it's just like a flu, like a really bad flu, but it affects different people differently. Like this is the second time I had it. This time was completely different from the first time. The first time I was only feeling icky for like one day, and then it was just kind of like congestion and stuff like that. But that was back in 2021 when things were still like being monitored and stuff. And so they wouldn't let me go back to work, even though I felt like I could go back to work. This time I was down for the count for like 3 days. Like I was feeling miserable. But I took my temperature and it didn't seem like I was running a fever, even though I felt like I was. But that was my fun week. So I had to use flex hours, which I don't like to do. I like to save my flex hours for vacation, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Having a hot flash. Ugh, hate hot flashes. So I think today I'll probably wear a mask just to be safe. I only work today and tomorrow. And then I'm on my vacation. So I got a nice little cold sore that popped up because I've been sick. So that's awesome. I washed all my brushes, even though I didn't feel like it. I made myself do it a couple days ago, just so that they'd be ready for today, you know, to kind of kill all the germs. But everything has been untouched for a week. So everything should be okay. Anyways, we got that. So now I gotta put a shimmer shade in the middle there. What shade should I use? I'm not sure. I don't know if these are even. I hope you can't hear the TV. Maybe I should go turn that down. All right, I turned it down. I'm not trying to get a what you call it, when you can hear music in your video. Copyright claimed on my video. All right, what shade to use? Gosh, I don't know. Those ones are all so pretty. So I've got this shade right here on the outer and inner part, and I use this shade right here to kind of blend it out a little bit. Should I go into, maybe I'll use that shade? I don't know, guys. I don't want to make it too dark. Maybe I'll use this shade and this shade. Or this one. I don't know. I'm just going to go with it. I'll put that darker blue shade kind of like on the outer and inner part. Like just to tap it like right on the edge here. So how have you guys all been doing? I missed Shady Friday last week. I had it filmed. I just didn't feel like editing it because I was sick. So I edited it for this week. So it'll be up this Friday. And I really should get on it for filming because I'm going to be on vacation. So I want to get some videos filmed and edited and scheduled and everything for a while I'm gone, so I can just enjoy time with my dad and my family. So that's a pretty shade. I want to put a lighter one in the middle there. I think it'll look better kind of with the highlight shade in the middle there. I don't know why I am sweating so bad right now. I have to train today, so I have access to my work email on my phone. So I logged in to check my schedule for this week, and I'm training today. I don't know why they don't have me training today and tomorrow. They have me training today and somebody else training tomorrow. And I'm like, usually you want to have the same person doing the training, because if you have two different people training and they train somebody differently, you know what I mean? Like you really shouldn't be training differently. Everybody should be doing stuff the same way, but there are people that kind of try and get around the way that you're supposed to do things. So you'll have one person training them one way and another person training them another way. And so they get confused. So it really should be the same person training both days, but it's whatever. All right. I think I'm just going to go in with this one shade and I'll show you what I used when I'm done. And just tap it in the middle here. Oh, I think that was a good choice. There's a lot of different, there's like green and blues in both of them. It's like, not like shifty shades, but I don't know how to explain it. It's just like the sparklies in there kind of put off different shades. It's really pretty, really pretty. And then we'll get this eye. Tap that in the middle there. And then I'm going to get off, finish my base makeup, and then I will come back and show you the final look. I don't know, maybe I'll do the lower lash line. I might already have it done though. We'll see how I'm feeling. I think that's really pretty though. So I went in with this shade right here, this shade to blend it out a little bit, and then I used this shade and this shade. I'll probably use this shade on the inner corner, and I'll probably use this shade on the lower lash line, and maybe use that green shade to kind of blend it out. So anyways, I'm going to finish everything up and then I'll be back, so don't go anywhere. Alrighty guys, I'm back and the look is done. So I did go in with that other green shade right here, and I put that on the inner corner. I think it looks really pretty. What do you guys think? Yeah, I like this look. I think it might be, I don't know. We'll see when I take pictures. I feel like this needs to be blended out some more because it's so, I don't know. My glasses will be on. It'll be fine. All right, so I used base blue for my brows. Are they looking okay? I don't know. I feel like this one needs to be up like this a little bit more. Actually, both of them do. If they were just lifted just a little bit, like right there. That would be perfect. Perfect. I used the Lottie London. This is Vampire Diaries mascara. I have Avon for tight line. I used this P. Louise liner, Once Upon a Line. I got this from Busy Beauty and Friend Mail and Steph. And I just put that in the waterline. I did use that blue shade down on the lower lash line and blended it out a little bit. Why do they feel like they're uneven? Like this one's more up than this one. See this, yeah, they need to be lifted a little bit. Anyways, lip liner. I have P. Louise Stay With Me. One of these things are so cute. And then for gloss, I just used this Steve Laurent lip gloss and put that on. I'm not sure where I got this. Base, we've got the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation on. We've got Glamlite Translucent Setting Powder, LYS Bronzer. I did use the Candy Apple Ofra Blush. For my brow bone, I've got the Ofra Highlighter Moon Dance, Madison Miller. I need to switch them out. I have a lot. I don't know why I just use the same one over and over and over again when I have so many. And I just forget. I get lazy and don't switch them out. But anyways, that's the look. What do you guys think? Is it too much? I do need to spray my face. The e.l.f. All Set for Sun 40. I'm going to be inside all day. Do I really need this? Probably not, but I will be in my car, so I'm still going to see the sun. I did use this too, the Woe Glow, before I put my base on. Are we looking okay, guys? I need to take some pictures and see how this look is. I got to leave in like 10 minutes. My nose is peeling from being sick all week. All right, I think that'll be okay. We'll take some pictures and see what we're looking like. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm glad to be feeling better. I need to message Heather. We're supposed to do a collab video, and I could probably film that today or tomorrow, not today, because I'm done for today. I don't know. I just think I need to put it off, and that would give myself more time to film it. Anyways, I'm babbling. I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of day it is that you're watching this. I hope you all take care and stay safe. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy this kind of stuff as well as a lot of other things, I hope you'll join the family. Mayonnaise Glam Squad. Just go down below, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn the notification bell up to all. Give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment. Say hi. Let me know that you stopped by. And hopefully I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.